I have always dreamt of having my own race team. Formula One, World Rally, World Rallycross. I love four wheels, but that is costly, so I'm keeping it on a tight budget and going back to my roots. We are making a pop-up motorcycle team. This team will be made up of my friends and family, and we will enter the biggest race series in Europe. Our goal is simple: win the event and defeat the UK's best professional teams. We definitely don't have an unlimited budget, as Jane would kill me. So our preparation on our bikes is not the best, but I reckon we have the biggest heart. We all want to win, and we are all going to give it 100%. The event we have entered is Arenacross. It is an off-road motorbike track built into small stadiums. This man-made track is made of mud-shaped jumps in a variety of sizes to test both skill and bravery of the competitors. The races are very short and exciting, and because of the high number of riders in a small track footprint, it usually ends in chaos. Just what I like. Arenacross can be a very cruel sport with many injuries, some way more severe than others. Unfortunately, I have quite a few friends paralysed from bike racing, so this is a serious sport which needs utter respect. But when you want to win, these racers are willing to risk everything, even their future. Big rig bike transportation system needs a bit of TLC. It's definitely going to be flat. Oh. That's absolutely minging. Look at that. How long's that been there? Jesus. Apple Chris? Yeah! Right, this is what we're taking the bikes in today. We've just got to get it to start, probably untax it for all you Karens who are going to comment and report me to DVLA.
Her driver almost hit my kids. Calm down.
Right, let's see if we can get it going. Otherwise, we have to ride them there, down the M42.
Oh, great.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hopefully this will work. Whoa, yep. Right, that's working. Please start, because we've got no other way of getting them there.
That's perfect. They paid off then.
We are going racing.
Where are we going?
NEC, hopefully. When in doubt, get them all out. We might lose a bit of downforce. Got to take the spoiler off. Oh, jeez, been a while. We'll come back to that one. This will be its first outing on the motorway.
Legally.
Christopher. What do they say? No face, no case. It take forever. Can we not just angle grind it off? Jesus! That's nowhere near as heavy. Right.
Does it close though?
Not with a bike in.
No, I mean, will that close like that? Like that boot?
Well, something like that?
Yeah. Oh shit. Because it needed though. It needed
to close. Oh yeah.
Well, we've angle grinded it now.
Too late now. There's no going back. Should we lift it up from here though? That was easy. You got to get another one on. They're that tight they can't fall off, or they can both fall off together. So this is George, this is my friend George. Hello. George will be helping the weekend, he's chief mechanic. Ready? Whoa! Oh! Yeah. Oh man, we ain't got no choice. We'll have to just strap them harder back. We can't take both bikes, no way. You just have to manage. Jeez.
Is there anything to strap it to?
No, there's no eyelets. We'll have to go around the roll cage from the handlebars or something. We'll be back in a minute.
See, we're already having problems.
So we're at the NEC, we've managed to arrive. I think the bike's still on the back. Got carbon monoxide poisoning. This thing stinks, we've got to get that fixed. Oh, look at you. Well, we're not writing in that. Not a chance.
What is it?
The truck.
Was it like a converted CLK or something?
ML.
It's an ML?
Yeah.
Is
well,
it?
Used to be, yeah. Chopped ML.
I saw it go up the road, I thought, why has it got there's steam coming out of the exhaust on the side? That's wild. I like that.
Right, let's get unloaded, get the pit sorted, and then get some headache tablets for the carbon monoxide poisoning.
Sweet.
That wasn't like that when we left. Whoops. Right, come on, get some arms.
There we go, good as new. Wow.
I have a plan. That's going to be difficult on the M42 on the way back. Chris can hold it. So he's getting carbon monoxide poison in the front. Motorsport as a whole is a results-driven industry. I have raced motocross all my younger years until I switched to cars in 2012. I've been lucky enough to win lots of British titles and even world championships, so I am obviously competitive, and being the underdog would make success even more special. We don't have the professional riders, we don't have the factory prepared bikes, but we have the most smiles. Hopefully that will help somehow. So this is a motocross bike. It's a 450, so it's fast, it's strong, and it does cracking jumps and doesn't fall apart. That's a good thing about a motocross bike. They are very, very strong, not like a car, because I break cars. I don't very often break one of these. These usually break me. Collarbones, femurs, back, legs, fingers, and my back again. So let's meet the competition. A mixed bag of true professional sportsmen and amateurs, all on the same track, but all racing for a trophy and some handsome prize money.
I'm Tommy Searle, I'm 33 years old and I ride for the GTCI Revo Kawasaki team. I race motocross for a living. I have done since I was 15 years old. I've been racing since I was 6. At 15 I turned professional.
I'm Luke, I'm full-time mechanic for Tommy Searle, GTCI Revo Kawasaki.
Conrad Muse, 23 years old and I ride for the Crendon Fast Track Honda Racing team.
My name is Rob Bosley, I'm a full-time mechanic for Conrad Muse.
My name is Dylan Woodcock, I'm 22 years old and we're here at Arenacross racing in Birmingham.
My name is Mel Pocock, I'm 30 years old, I ride for GTCI Revo Kawasaki. I was a professional motocross rider for 11 years, recently come back for some fun. So 8 years ago I had a big accident, I nearly lost my right hand and actually did lose my thumb. I've had 9 operations on it, 10 days in ICU, almost 250 stitches, over 1 metre of scars, and now I successfully ride with whatever you call that of left my thumb. So silver lining having this in my hand, my injuries, the crashes I've been having, I can just blame it on my hand. Is that it?
Yep, all done. Cheers.
All right,
now.
nice one, cheers, thank you. Oh, you see my party trick?
Our team is called Mark McCann 64 YouTube channel. The bikes we've bought are second-hand 450 machines. We've chosen them as they cost less to run and will not need expensive modifications. We have had stickers made and we are ready to go racing. We have 2 riders, both my friends who I've known for years. First up is Elliot. He has experience on his side. When he was younger, he was one of the best in the UK, but many years of building work and a beautiful family has slowed him right down now. But he is hoping he has one last year in him. But we might need Lucozade and deep heat.
My name's Elliot Banks-Brown, I'm 33 yesterday and I ride for Mark McCann YouTube channel. For work now, I'm a professional property developer. Literally come into a season probably with about 20 minutes under a belt on a bike. A little bit unprepared to say the least.
Second up is Joe. He is the youngest on the grid. It's his first time he has ridden in the Premier class, so he's straight in at the deep end. He has no experience of the podium, but I think that's our secret weapon. He is under the radar and hungry to win. He promised me he is willing to give it everything he has. He will leave nothing on the table. He is all in.
My name is Joe Clayton, I'm 25 years old and I ride for Mark McCann 64 YouTube channel. During the week I help my suspension technician to help fund my racing, and one day I hope I can pursue my racing to be my full-time career. For me, my biggest competitors are Tommy Searle and Conrad Muse. They're full-time racers and I'm here to try and beat them.
What do you think to our team this year?
Flipping brilliant. British riders, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Joanne Elliott, I've liked Elliott for years, since flipping 10 years when he was riding for a different team. Obviously Joe's up and coming, isn't he?
You liked him when he was 10?
He's wrong, isn't he? He is. He's so wrong. Flipping brilliant. Team atmosphere, absolutely brilliant this year. Just because, just more rapport, like it's just brilliant. Everybody's chatting, everybody's getting on a lot better. It's just, there's no language barrier. Oh shit, apart from Dave.
Getting out of the gate, battling through myself to the top two, you're sure I also put fuel in it. Generally just I do a spanner check from front to back.
That's the only language barrier we got. But he's a mechanic, he's not a rider, so it don't count.
So let's go racing. Here is how it works. You can qualify for the big main final one of two ways. The easy way, finish top 4 in your heat race, or if you're not quick enough, then it's the hard way, the dangerous head-to-head and the desperate last chance qualifier. As a team, we need to get both riders in the main final because the combined points scored from our riders in that final gives the all-important team champions. But first, we need to qualify to stand any chance of beating those professional teams. So now I need to share the weight on this bad back and appoint some helpers in our little team. First, my best man Brett. He is the medical officer. My Mrs. Jane, she's going to be the CEO of catering. My two mates on the spanners for the day, that's George and Dave. And the most responsible job of the day, my best mate Dub. He is going to be team manager.
There's no I in team.
Oh, and I nearly forgot our riders, Elliot and Joe. Now, our rider's occupation. Joe is a suspension mechanic. Elliot is a builder. So they are not professional athletes. So we have a few things that we need to consider, especially with Elliot. We need to conserve energy, so ride smart and qualify as soon as possible. So we are straight into that main final and not doing lots of laps, wasting precious energy in those dodgy, dangerous races.
Morning, it's race day. On the way to the NEC, it's only 20 minutes away, which is good, but as usual, we are late. And we've just had a text message from Elliot to tell us he hasn't got enough fuel for practice. Now, unfortunately, we haven't got time to get in now, so we'll have to borrow some and get some in the lunch break.
We're not running on vegetable oil.
That's actually a good point. I think that's diesels.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Dave?
I understand nothing with that.
I bet you run on red, don't you?
That's only certain vehicles.
You alright, mate?
Hey, mate.
Yeah, just come to do some jumps and stuff on the freestyle ramps. Cheers, pal. Cheers, I'll do a backflip. Cheers, mate. How is it so easy here?
So the track builders have worked through the night to get this course finished. This morning, we get to walk on it and the riders get to view the dangerous jumps to try and decide what they can do to save time. That means sometimes they would jump over obstacles and get round the lap faster, but this increases the risk of injury. The Arenacross track is made of 4 key sections. The all-important start. This race can be won and lost in the first few seconds. 12 people all fighting for position. It often ends in a tangle. The whoops. Lean back and hold on. Trouble is, when you commit with speed, it can go wrong very quickly. If you crash, it can be very big. The rhythm section. Risk it all to jump right over obstacles. That's often the fastest option. But sometimes those different rhythm sections end up finishing the same piece of dirt. This can be very dangerous. And the finish line jump. It's usually the biggest jump on the track, so it carries the most risk. If you jump too far, it can hurt. If you jump too short, it can really hurt. So this is the morning qualifying. It's behind closed doors, the crowd aren't here yet. Now this is all about one fast lap, and the fastest lap will get the inside gate for tonight's heats. All the professionals will be on it from the start, so our lads have got to get it going from the very first lap. So this is the first qualifying session and there's no public in here. This is behind closed door. It's early in the morning and all the night show starts later on in the evening. So this is the bit which normal people, they don't get to see this, and it's usually where all the excitement is because they have to jump these jumps for the very first time. So it's all going well. So far Joe is a second faster than everybody else. This track is really similar to his track at home. So hopefully this week, the end of this video is going to be a very happy one. Oh! That was nearly really bad. That's Josh.
Like, Josh is super fast. That was close. He got away lucky. He landed on them sponge boxes. That could have been nasty. So Joe is over 1 second faster than Conrad, which is unbelievable. But at the minute, Joe is going to be going pole to the night races. Now Elliot's crashed, which is well, it might be a disaster because he hasn't got a good timing yet. So he's only got a few minutes to get a good timing. Otherwise, his qualifying is going to be a disaster. Elliot looks like he's struggling. He keeps holding himself on his own. I think it's hurting him, but he's just got to go through it. He's got to get that lap in, otherwise it's just going to be disaster. And the whole night's going to get a lot worse for him. He's in pain, but if he doesn't get a lap in, he's got so much of a longer night. Oh my God. That was by the skin of his teeth. He went 4 seconds fast on that last lap. That was nearly an absolute disaster. But I think he might have hurt his ribs a little bit. He's top 4, which is really, really good, but like he did that with seconds to spare.
I'll go over to results, we'll get some medical.
How bad is it?
It's like a graze like that. So if we cover it up, hopefully it won't, it'll help.
So Elliot has hurt himself. He's got a big graze on his side, but hopefully it won't affect him too much because he's still got a hell of a lot of riding to do.
Shall I leave the bandages and just give him the Seneca?
This one, is this one that came up around the corner?
That was a good start. Man down. Whoop speed was amazing.
Yeah, that was good.
And it looked consistent as well, like every single lap looked really, really good.
Yeah, it's just getting that technique right really. I felt like I could just like ride the deuce.
It looked like you could do that all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like it felt like home when home's amazing. Like, that makes sense.
The only thing which is a bit dodgy is that lip on the off.
What time are we on the gear at? What time are we out in the track at?
It's just a noise. Literally just a noise. What are those words?
Yeah.
Say again?
What time are we out in the track at?
What time? That's all I got. Just put subtitles in.
Something about potato.
You're doing colouring?
Yeah, I'm showering my clothing. What's up?
Woo!
Milk?
Hey! So the night event is about to start. Joe is going to the start line in first position and Elliot in 4th. It is really, really crucial that they get a good result. Realistically, they've got to finish in the top 4. They've got to do it twice, but they need to be in the top 4. We've got to qualify for that main, and we've got to do it early in the night. We cannot be going to last chances.
Are you ready for Arenacross? The Mark McCann 64 YouTube channel racing team. Go and follow them. Number 14 is Joe Clayton, here be hot tonight, and former British champion number 44, Elliot Banks-Brown.
So first is the heat race. 24 racers are split into 2 groups of 12. Super easy, finish top 4 in your heat and you are straight into that big main final. Everyone else has to carry on trying to qualify. Our riders are not professional athletes, they have day jobs, so to conserve energy, you ideally qualify direct from those heat races. This not only limits energy used, but also reduces the risk from those desperation races.
So here it is, this is heat 1. We've got Joe in this. He needs to finish in the top 4. Just needs to get straight for that main event. So we need a top 4. Simple as that. Fingers crossed.
Okay, here we go. First pro heat of the night. On the inside, you've got Joe Clayton. Burton and Preston, here we go. Who's going to get the whole shot? It's Woodcock with a clean run in.
Did you see what Joe Clayton did then? He just blasted past Martin Barr.
Okay, so into third okay.
A little bit of daylight between number 14 Joe Clayton and Jake Nichols.
Do not rule out number 14 Joe Clayton on that Mark McCann 64 YouTube racing machine.
Look at this from Joe. Yeah, look at Joe coming in. He's going to show the wheel. Could he still do it with the time left?
Here goes Clayton. He has the inside. Look at Joe Clayton. He fancies this.
And thank you very much for 1 and 2 for our indoor special. 1, 2 and 3. Jack Brunel.
Yeah, Jack's popping that.
Madison, and what a race for his first time back.
And we qualify.
1, 2 and 3.
Into the main. Here's Elliot, just got to get a good start. We've got to be in the top 4. Remember, he's hurt, he's took his painkillers, but he's got to get through this. On the Mark McCann 64 YouTube channel machine is Elliot Banks Brown. Okay, Pro Heat 2, as you can see, we got some big hitters in this one. I'll step out of the way, let's get ready for this. Pro Heat number 2.
Every single time. Oh, just squeezing Elliot Banks Brown almost off the track. Josh Gilbert hot on the tail of Elliot Banks Brown. Oh, Josh Gilbert just shows Elliot what's up, boxing him out of the way.
This is good, still in form, this is good.
Elliot and Chandler have been right in the mix with things. Oh, Tommy Sale just shows you lot over here the back wheel in fine form. Josh Gilbert takes that 3rd place spot. And then we have Elliot Banks Brown, Chandler's close behind him. And then we have
So with both our riders straight through to the final, we discussed tactics to try and outwit the factory professional teams. With both our riders in the main event, we're in with a brilliant position to maybe do the impossible and take the team overall win. How is this possible? How have we got to this so far? The big teams and our little team. This really might happen. Thank God our riders have qualified through, as now the rest race head to head, knockout style. Each round gets more intense. Only the winner qualifies for the big final. With only 2 riders on the track, they often use tactics to win the race. Some more brutal than others, but in a winner-takes-all situation, sometimes the only way to beat the opposition is to take them out of the equation. He can't win the race when he is sat on the floor. I'm so glad our lads have already qualified, as now it gets even worse. The last chance. Super short race of only 4 laps. Start is absolutely crucial. Again, only one person advances to that main event final. Desperation is now a new level. Adrenaline is to the max. If you do not win this race, you are going home early. And that means no wages, no prize money, nothing to pay those bills. Everyone wants to make this main final, and some will go to great lengths to get there. So we know Jason's got a place, just secured that in the last chance qualifier, brilliant. Obviously our Joe, we know where he is 2nd, which is absolutely fantastic. Elliot's going to the gate about 7th or 8th, brilliant for us. We've got Dylan. Now Dylan, obviously fresh back from America, and he's proved just how good he is. He stands a really good chance of doing well. Then we've got the 2 factory professional riders of Josh Gilbert and obviously of Conrad Muse. Those boys will be in the mix. And then we've got the other factory rider, Tommy Sell. Now obviously he is going to be the favourite for this, but I think Joe's got something for him. And then we've got Jack. Let's remember that Jack on Friday morning, yesterday morning, was still at work. They finished early, came here for the weekend, and now he's one of the favourites for the final. This is what's so great about this sport. We've got the true professionals who train every day, and then we've got the lads who work in the week to pay for this at the weekends. This is going to be an epic battle, and you never know, we might just about win it. Anything too far that inside, I think it's going to start bunching up. At least where you are, you've got a bit of room to turn right.
To the right and keep more power. And then if someone was a bit quicker on the outside, I can brake early for the inside.
Still get the inside. So big final, just 14 laps. I know you're hurting, but we've come this far. It's this last little bit, so just dig in.
It's a good start, I think, and it can be away.
Both in the final, just need to get enough points to beat them. I got proper shakes.
Right.
I don't know. I think I got something wrong.
So this is it. The moment we have all worked towards today. The big main event final. 15 laps of grown men all arguing over the same piece of dirt. This is literally going to be a titanic battle. This is going to be intense. Are we going to beat the big boys?
This is going to be amazing. This is so exciting.
14 laps for our little team to take the win. This might be legendary for us. Come on, lads. It's showtime, pro time. That's what's coming up now. We have the pro final.
Are you ready for the final of Arenacross?
Yes! The stakes are high. Place your bets, people. Who do you think's going to do this? Oh. Flyer and Jake Nichols and Joe Clayton. Joe Clayton, is this his moment?
We have been building and building towards this moment with Joe Clayton. Everybody thought that this could be the year. It hasn't worked up until now.
Joe Clayton and Jack Brunel have got away just that little bit. Oh, Joe Clayton has gone into the stranded bike and thrown it away. I cannot believe it. There was wave yellows, we had the lights on. That was a rider error from Joe.
Joe Clayton, where is he? Way down the pack next to his teammate after Elliot Brown. I tell you what, Joe Clayton, despite that mistake, has done really well to stay into the position he's in. 4th place, not where he should be right now, but considering the mistake, it'll do.
Oh, such a shame. He's in form.
Joe Clayton doing all he can to get back. Josh Gilbert's found his groove a little bit.
Here it is.
Here we go.
Tommy Searle's going to take the win and the red plate.
Let's have a big old cheer for this guy, Joe Clayton. He is going to be kicking himself, of course he is.
So our little team has been successful. We've come and done what we set out to achieve. We took on all the big boys and we've come out. We didn't take the win, but we did take the team win. So between Joe and Elliot, massive thank you to them. Dug deep, really unfortunate for Joe, but we have won. We've took them all on and we've won them. We're on the track.
Can we give it up for Mark McCann 64 YouTube channel? Come on, buddy.
Thank you.
3, 2, 1, get that trophy up in the air. So mate, you've had so many teams do so well over the years. What does it mean to now take the team leadership in this particular event? Because your boys have been racing so well, been a bit unlucky, very unlucky tonight. Just talk us through the team, talk us through the vibe, talk us through this whole experience this year.
Yeah, it's been even more fun than ever this year. We've had some amazing success in the past. This time with all the British, it feels so special. Joe, so unlucky there. I'm pretty sure he'd have taken the win there. Elliot, riding injured all day, and he fought through it. So our little team has had great success tonight. Dead happy.
Thank you so much for pushing those riders. Thank you, Mark McCann 64 YouTube channel, our championship team leaders.
We only went and did it. Gutted for Joe, but we have won the team. We've took on all the big boys and we've won. Amazing. Thank you to everyone who's helped us, all the team, everyone behind this. What a great day. Team won, Joe nearly won. Elliot tried to win.
Fair play. Wicked.
Shame about Joe. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next Tuesday, 7 p.m.